You know, these last couple of days have actually been pretty emotional. Overall, very good, but still, emotional. I mean, seriously, both videos combined to be over an hour long, so suffice to say, I had a lot to say. But then you find out about moments that validate the ultimate decision that you make. You may witness something great. You can, hear about something great. You can do something great. And I mentioned this in my video on Saturday. I have done those things. And when that happens, you ask yourself, what next? Well, the way I see it, only more good things can come on the horizon. And that's a beautiful thing. I say this because, and it's actually kind of interesting that I'm talking about this, considering that it does involve Trinity Polling and my brothers, who, if you saw Saturday's video, then you know how, deeply, thankful and appreciative I am of them. One of my brothers actually got engaged yesterday. Yep. For you younger audience members out there, he put a ring on it. Sometimes. Yeah. I wish I could say I'm old, but I'm not 30 yet. I will be in a couple weeks, though. Not even a couple weeks. So, yeah. That's gonna be something. I talk about, horse heads and Trinity Polling a lot, and I have said this before, but like one of my ultimate dreams is just have like a giant party, like get together type thing, where it's like a bunch of my brothers and a bunch of the good people of Horseheads, and we just sit around, talk, laugh. Obviously, there would be drinks involved because there has to be, otherwise no one would come, right? And just become friends all around. Like, that is my ultimate goal. And while it's incredibly far away, I do love it when some minor connections are made, whether I have anything to do with them or not. I say this because last night one of my brothers actually shared a really funny Facebook video. Like, really funny. Like, I immediately post, I just can't stop laughing. And after I shared it, one of the good people of Horseheads ended up sharing that video. So, yeah, in a way, there's sort of a connection there. Again, it's a tiny connection, but hey, it's something. Progress, people. That's all we can have. So, yeah. In the end, this was a pretty good weekend. I was actually I was trying to stop myself from yawning right there because I felt the urge to yawn coming on. I'm actually feeling so good that, honestly, I'm not even upset by the fact that it's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, weekend's over. We gotta get back to the old grind. But, man, did I pick a right week to, I pick a week to be right about a lot of picks I made. Where do I even start? I mean, I can start with the obvious ones. Of course, I knew the Packers would win at home in Green Bay against the Bears. I figured that was going to happen. The Patriots, I mean, they could have, done absolutely nothing to prepare, and they probably would have beaten the Bengals. What was it, 34-13 was the score? Okay, so, yeah. They would have been up by like 3 touchdowns anyway. Which, actually, they were up by 3 touchdowns by the end of the game. So, cool. Once again, Russell Wilson totally proves he should be in the running for MVP because he and the Seahawks beat the Panthers. And actually, sorry. There's the yawn. Okay. What are the standings for? Okay, the Seahawks are now number one in the NFC, unless the Saints win tonight. Although it'd be interesting to see if the Saints do lose. I mean, I'll make my pick a little bit in a few minutes, but if the Saints lost, that would mean the Seahawks are now number one in the division. The entire NFC, that is. So the road to the Super Bowl would have to go through 12th man. I think it was Shannon Sharp who said it best when he said, there are 2 environments you never want to play in. Well, to be fair, pretty much every football team has a great fan base. They can all be hostile environments to some degree. But the 2 biggest ones are Superdome, which is New Orleans, and 12th man, which is Seattle. So, the fact that the Super Bowl could, at least through the NFC, is going to go through one of those 2 places, that can be a little concerning. So, yeah. It should be quite interesting to see what happens in the future. So, just want to get that out of the way. Let's see. The Texans just barely pulled out a win. I was actually kind of surprised. I really thought the Titans had him for a second. Let's see. The Giants won, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. That's awesome. Unfortunately, I was right about the Eagles. Of course I'm right about the Eagles. I'm always right when I pick... Well, not always right, but, of course I'd be right about this time. Let's see. The Chiefs I was right about, absolutely destroying the Broncos. Let's see. I was very much right about Tampa Bay. And now I do believe they have a 500 record now. I mean, again, they're probably not going to be making the playoffs. But, it should still be interesting to see. I was right about the Cardinals. Yes! Go Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's the man. So, I mean, again, their record is 4-9-1, so they're clearly not going to do anything. But, it's technically a better record than they had a year ago. So, progress. Plus, again, I'm a huge Kyler Murray fan. This is one of 2 instances I was wrong, which I'm really upset because I really want to do. The autumn wind is a pirate. I wanted to do that speech. I'm pretty sure the Raiders are now out of the running for the playoffs. Are they? Yeah, they are. Sorry. But that's okay. We'll be getting into the other 2 teams momentarily. Sorry, Raiders fans. I really thought it was going to be your year to at least go to the playoffs. Which is a real shame, too, because if you guys, and I alluded to this before, but I plan on doing a top, insert number here, list of teams that, of Super Bowl matchups that I personally want to see. And there was at least one I was going to put the Raiders in. But I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry. One thing I think that will happen, though, is the Vikings, I'm pretty sure, are in now. After beating the Chargers 39-10. Let me look at the standings again. Hold on a moment. Oh, darn it. Wrong conference. Hold on. There we go. They got to be in. They totally got to be in at this point. Like, they're probably the 6th seed, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in. So, there's that. And, let's see. The other team I was wrong about were the Falcons actually beat the 49ers. Back in 2016, the best movie I saw that came out was a movie that, and I am going to be using a curse word here because there's a curse word in the title. The movie was called Hell or High Water. It was the best movie I saw in 2016, actually. It's a very good movie. I highly recommend you watch it. Kids, I recommend you watch with your parents if you're going to watch it. And there's a line in the movie where the guy says, even a blind pig finds a truffle every once in a while. So my point is, yeah, the Falcons actually pulled out a win. Who knew? And now we can get into one thing I can definitely been waiting to say for a while. How about the Cowboys? Yes, the Cowboys won. We're still number one in the division because we have the tiebreaker over Philadelphia. The division will be decided this upcoming week. I am nervous, but also very excited. So we'll have to just wait and see now, won't we? And furthermore, congratulations, Buffalo. Second time in 3 years, you guys made the playoffs, and it wasn't a nail-biter of an ending like it was last year, in the first time either. Yeah, because I think a whole bunch of stuff that happened, like Cincinnati had to lose and stuff like that or for Buffalo to go. But yeah, the Bills are in. They're likely, unfortunately, going to be the 5th seed, though. Because they got to go up to Foxborough. I do believe they go this week, actually. Oh, they do. Looking at the game right now. Yep. Actually, before I continue on saying what I was going to say, it's actually quite interesting. We're having a few, all the games, the Thursday night game and a few Sunday and Monday night games are going, actually not Monday, but there are going to be 3 games on Saturday of this upcoming weekend. So I might be wearing this shirt. I'm going to be wearing this jersey a lot next weekend. It's going to be awesome. This upcoming weekend, I should say. Because I think next weekend would be the weekend of my birthday. So, yeah. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so, yeah, the Bills are in. And that is awesome. That is really awesome, They're finally putting it all together. Now, again, they're going to have to be the 5th seed because, again, they got to go to Foxborough. But they actually almost beat the Patriots, so it should still be a pretty solid game to watch. And even if for whatever reason, they do, the only surefire way the Bills are going to see success is if they somehow get the number 1 seed, which it'll be close. The Bills got to win out, and I'm pretty sure Baltimore has to lose at least 1 game, but it's possible. Actually, it would be rather interesting seeing the Super Bowl go through Buffalo. The road to the Super Bowl go through Buffalo, that is. I mean, again, it's probably the most highly unlikely of scenarios, but it could work. What can I say? I believe. So now we get into tonight's game, which I alluded to earlier. That's the Colts and the Saints. Now, if the Saints win, they'll still have dominance in the NFC, and the road to the Super Bowl through the NFC will have to go through the Superdome. But they are playing a Colts team that has surprised a lot of people this year. On the other hand, though, the Colts are playing in the Superdome tonight. So, on the one hand, what do teams that are not the Saints or the Seahawks want? Do they want to go through 12th man? Or do they want to go to the Superdome? It's a toss-up. They are both the most hostile environments in the NFC. Probably in all of football. And unfortunately, I don't think the Colts are going to be able to pull it off here. I'm picking the Saints to win tonight. You know, Drew Breesy's going to win in the Big Easy. So, yeah. That's about it. Still, I mean, hey, again, I gotta see the Bills go to the playoffs again. That's awesome. I think that's gotta be like the biggest takeaway from it all. So, yeah. Man, these upcoming weeks are going to be so stressful if you're a football fan. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms on YouTube. I am very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, you guys, I want to talk to Chamo is going to be here, to London here, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. And, of course, how about them Cowboys? Woo!